Imagine being trapped in a prison of your own mind, where fear, doubt, and insecurity reign supreme. This is the reality for many women who struggle with hidden weaknesses that threaten to destroy their relationships, careers, and sense of self-worth. Today, we're going to shine a light on these dark secrets and explore the 10 hidden weaknesses that can make or break a woman. We start with a truth as old as time itself. Women feel things deeply, more deeply than most men can even fathom. It takes strength to face the world with an open heart, to risk being hurt, to feel the sting of rejection or betrayal with such rawness. Many women, conditioned by a world that prizes stoicism and emotional detachment, especially in men, learn to bury these feelings deep within. They build walls, thick and impenetrable, to protect themselves from the onslaught of emotions they fear will drown them. But just like a dam holding back a raging river, the pressure continues to build until one day it breaks. And when those walls finally crumble, the flood is inevitable. Years of suppressed pain, heartbreak, and frustration come pouring out, leaving devastation in their wake. Instead of shying away from this vulnerability, embrace it. For in her vulnerability lies her strength, and in your acceptance, a bond unbreakable. Deep within the heart of every woman resides a primal fear, the fear of being left behind. It's a fear etched into their very being, a fear passed down through generations of societal conditioning and sadly often reinforced by the actions of men. This fear isn't born from weakness, but from a deep-seated longing for connection, for security, for a love that anchors them in the face of life's storms. Past experiences, especially those involving betrayal, heartbreak, or loss, can leave deep scars on a woman's soul, amplifying this fear tenfold. Every failed relationship, every broken promise, every instance of abandonment reinforces the belief that they are not worthy of love. They may appear distant, guarded, or even emotionally unavailable, but beneath the surface lies a deep well of love and longing just waiting to be tapped. Patience, consistency, and unwavering loyalty are the keys to unlocking the heart of a woman who fears abandonment. Show her through your actions that you are not like the others, that you are here to stay. From the moment a girl enters this world, she's bombarded with messages about beauty, worth, and desirability. Society, with its relentless focus on appearances, tells her that her value lies in her looks, her body, her ability to conform to ever-changing standards of perfection. This constant barrage of unrealistic expectations creates a deep-seated need for validation, a craving for external affirmation that she is, in fact, good enough. But here's the truth, gentlemen. A woman's worth is not defined by the shape of her body, the clothes she wears, or the number of likes on her social media posts. Her true value lies in the strength of her character, the depth of her compassion, the fire in her spirit. A wise man sees past the superficial and recognizes the radiant beauty that emanates from within. He encourages her to define her own worth, to embrace her uniqueness, to find confidence in the woman she was born to be. Instead of showering her with empty compliments about her appearance, celebrate her intelligence, her wit, her kindness. Show her that you see her, not just for the face she shows the world, but for the incredible woman she truly is. Women, often raised with the belief that their worth is tied to their ability to nurture and care for others, carry an immense weight on their shoulders, the weight of the world, it seems. They are the caregivers, the peacemakers, the ones who always put the needs of others before their own. This innate desire to nurture is a beautiful thing, a testament to their empathy and compassion. But like a candle burning at both ends, this constant selflessness can lead to burnout, resentment, and a complete depletion of their own reserves. A woman who constantly pours herself into others without taking time to refill her own cup will eventually find herself empty, depleted, and running on fumes. Recognize the signs of burnout in the women you care about, the exhaustion, the irritability, the withdrawal from things they once enjoyed. Encourage them to prioritize their own well-being, to set boundaries, to say no without guilt or apology. Remind them that self-care is not selfish but necessary. A woman who is taken care of, who feels supported and appreciated, has so much more to give to the world. In the depths of her mind, a woman grapples with a relentless foe, the insidious voice of self-doubt. It whispers insidious lies, questioning her every move, her every decision, her very worthiness of love and success. This fear of not being good enough is a universal struggle, but it can manifest in unique and often debilitating ways for women. From a young age, they are bombarded with messages about what it means to be a good daughter, a good wife, a good mother. The pressure to excel in all areas of life, to be everything to everyone, can be crippling. This fear can manifest as perfectionism, a relentless pursuit of an unattainable standard that leaves them feeling perpetually inadequate. The key to combating this insidious fear is to recognize it for what it is: a liar, a thief of joy, an obstacle on the path to fulfillment. Encourage the women in your life to challenge these negative thoughts, to replace self-criticism with self-compassion. Remind them that good enough is subjective, a moving target that serves only to keep them trapped in a cycle of self-doubt. Encourage them to embrace their imperfections, to celebrate their progress, not their perfection. A woman, conditioned from a young age to be agreeable and accommodating, can easily fall into the trap of people-pleasing. She becomes a chameleon, adapting her personality, her opinions, even her values to fit in, to avoid conflict, to gain approval. She becomes a master of disguise, hiding her true self behind a mask of conformity. But behind this facade of agreeableness lies a deep longing to be seen, heard, and appreciated for who she truly is. This constant need to please can be exhausting, leaving her feeling depleted, resentful, and disconnected from her own needs and desires. Breaking free from the chains of people-pleasing requires a journey of self-discovery, a reclaiming of her voice, her boundaries, and her right to say no without guilt or apology. Encourage her to speak her truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Help her to set healthy boundaries, to prioritize her own needs, and to recognize that it's okay to disappoint others in service of her own well-being. Imagine a spotlight, harsh and unforgiving, shining down on a woman's every move. This, my friends, is the constant reality for many women, living under the scrutiny of society's judgmental gaze. Every decision, every action, every aspect of her appearance is subject to evaluation, criticism, and often condemnation. This fear of being judged can be paralyzing, stifling her creativity, her self-expression, and her ability to live authentically. It can keep her trapped in a cycle of self-doubt, second-guessing her every move, terrified of making a mistake, of saying the wrong thing, of not measuring up to the impossible standards set by society. The antidote to this fear is courage, the courage to be vulnerable, to embrace imperfection, to live life on her own terms, regardless of the opinions of others. Encourage her to challenge those judgmental voices, both internal and external. Remind her that true freedom comes from within, from a place of self-acceptance and self-love. Help her to see that her worth is not determined by the opinions of others, but by the content of her character, the kindness in her heart, and the fire in her soul. Within the mind of a woman, a battle rages. It's a battle between her inner critic, that relentless voice of self-doubt, and her true self, that radiant being capable of achieving anything she sets her mind to. This tendency to self-doubt is a formidable foe, fueled by societal expectations, past experiences, and often the words of others who have chipped away at her confidence. It whispers insidious lies, questioning her abilities, her intelligence, her worthiness of success and happiness. This self-doubt can manifest as imposter syndrome, a feeling of being a fraud despite evidence of her accomplishments. The key to winning this battle lies in recognizing the enemy within. Encourage her to identify those negative thought patterns, those self-sabotaging beliefs that keep her stuck in a cycle of doubt. Help her to reframe those thoughts, to challenge those limiting beliefs, and to replace them with affirmations of her strength, her resilience, and her inherent worthiness. Remind her of her past victories, her ability to overcome challenges, and her capacity for growth and transformation. Encourage her to embrace her imperfections, to celebrate her progress, not her perfection. Understanding these 10 hidden weaknesses can help you better support and connect with the women in your life. By acknowledging and addressing these weaknesses, women can break free from the constraints that hold them back and unlock their full potential. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and share it with others.